So I see yours. If you can you put your screen up? You said you might.
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
yeah. I said I
So
might. I don't know if I am.
so go ahead and add it again,
Okay,
but then I'll just
just in
bring it
case.
up.
Got you. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you. I got
I'll
you. Let me,
highlight it as soon as you say it to
let me
save time. I don't want to stop the clock.
got you. So let me share first. Let me just make sure you see my PowerPoint. Do you see
Yep.
my PowerPoint here?
Yes, I see it. So I'll only tap it if you want to go into it.
Okay. All right,
I got the
perfect.
5 minutes set for your rebuttal round. The time will start when you start, Cap.
I don't know what page he was talking about with the virgin birth. I think it's word virgin. I think he said 886. What I read was 882 and 883 on the word virgin. I also clearly showed in the breakdown of the word virgin that it's not talking about not having sex. And he even proved it himself when he talked about the men in Revelations 14 being virgins and that not talking about sex. Virgin just means young woman. As a matter of fact, you become a virgin at a certain age.
This is where I lost my complete mind. He said you only become virgin at a certain age. Now, Thunder, Thunder, my big brother, I'm going to rewind this and I want to hear your comment. How do you become a virgin at a certain age? Now, watch this. Let me pull back.
No.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Play it again. Play it again.
Let me rewind it. Let me rewind this because I need clarity. This is one. I have 5 points I needed clarity on. This is one of them. Let's listen to it again.
All right.
Only tap it if you want to go into
Okay.
it.
All right,
I got the
perfect.
5 minutes set for your rebuttal round. The time will start when you start, Cap.
I don't know what page he was talking about with the virgin birth. I think it's word virgin. I think he said 886. What I read was 882 and 883 on the word virgin. I also clearly showed in the breakdown of the word virgin that it's not talking about not having sex. And he even proved it himself when he talked about the men in Revelations 14 being virgins and that not talking about sex. Virgin just means young woman. As a matter of fact, you become a virgin at a certain age. Luke 2 and 36. Anna the prophetess, who was married to her husband 7 years from her virginity, meaning when a flower came, which is the mark of a young woman, 7 years from that, she got married.
That's your
I don't know
answer.
why he keeps focusing on the word virgin. This is not a virgin birth debate. This is Joseph the seed? So I don't know why he keeps focusing on the fact you become a virgin at a certain age. Luke 2 and 36. Anna the prophetess, who was married to her husband 7 years from her virginity, meaning when a flower came, which is the mark of a young woman, 7 years from that, she got married. So I don't know why he keeps focusing on the word virgin.
That clearly answers your question.
I'm confused.
Oh, wow.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yes, look at what Orthodox Moore says. Now, listen. A girl is a virgin as soon as she's born. That is my point. Now, Thunder, you're telling me when a woman is born, she's not a virgin?
Okay. So you saying that the guy married the girl when she was 7?
Bro, I'm saying to you,
he just showed you
hold on.
Biblically, virgin don't mean when you're born.
Hold on.
Virgin is when you hit your flower.
Listen. No.
Go ahead.
No. You're a virgin from you are born. The issue is he's saying that virgin don't mean virgin. It means young woman.
It does.
That's the problem.
What's the problem?
This is the problem. If you said a virgin, this is why, you see, this is the problem.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Let me finish. When somebody uses the word virgin and say it don't mean virgin, that means his whole interpretation is wrong.
Garfield,
it's wrong. Let me go. Hold on. Let's listen to it.
No, look
what this guy means. Virgin means when you're ready to have sex. Whoa!
Garfield, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Do you agree with this?
Garfield, let me ask you a question. All right. So, what is a toddler?
A toddler would be someone between like the ages of 2 and 8. Or 2
What
and
would
6.
be a boy?
A boy would be like from around 8 years old to around 12.
What's a man?
A man would be from like after 16, 17 going up.
All right. So that what you're doing is you gotta start from newborn, infant, baby, toddler. You see what I'm saying? Then you get into boy, then you get into teenage, preteen, teen, blah blah blah. Right? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
All right.
I
So
would.
when he's saying virgin, meaning young woman, is he saying virgin? That young woman virgin would be somebody that's 1 day old, a girl that's 1 day old.
Yo, any listen.
When you heard him read the scripture that said
they
got married 7 years after her virginity.
No,
are you saying that
no,
she was married at 7 years old?
I think what you're not understanding this, and I want you to be very, very careful with your words. By the way, too, be careful. You see, the problem is he's saying that the word when we use virgin in the New Testament, it doesn't mean virgin literally. It means young woman. So what happened is that every time he sees virgin, he says it's a young woman. That's his argument. So his argument is wrong from the jump.
Why is his argument wrong?
Because you just saw what the word alma means and the interpretation from Parthenos in the New Testament.
What does alma mean?
That's what vocab shows.
What does alma mean?
The context of what is being used, it means virgin, more than likely always with the leaning towards being virgin more than being young woman. It's always have something to do with sex. So what I'm saying to you is this: forget about the Old Testament for a second. Let's talk about the. Hold on, bro. We're talking about Luke and what the brother just said. This is what puzzled me during the debate. And I said, I have to write this down. He's saying that she was a virgin 7 years after this. So I'm saying to myself, you can't use the word virgin. Maybe that's the problem. Look at this.
Don't try to make it a problem.
Hold on.
Stick with what it says.
Let's stop for a minute. Let's stop for a minute.
Don't make it a problem.
Hold on, let's stop.
Make the argument. Are you saying that she got married at 7 years old to that young man?
No, that's not what he said. That's
exactly. So you can't use that argument.
No, the argument is though. Pay attention to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
He's saying that virgin doesn't mean not having sex. He said the word virgin means young woman for every situation in the New Testament. That is false. You don't agree with that. Let's listen to it again. Just listen to this right now.
Yep. In Revelations 14, being virgins, and that not talking about sex. Virgin just means young woman. As a matter of fact, you become a virgin at a certain age. Luke 2:36, Anna the prophetess, who was married to her husband.
You see the problem? He thinks virgin means young woman in all situations.
He's reading Luke. Luke is in the New Testament.
I know that, but that's what he's doing.
Now, are you making the? This is what I mean by poor argument. Are you making the argument that Luke or whoever he's talking about married this young lady when she was 7 years old?
No.
Okay, so it makes more sense to say that Captain is correct by saying
listen to what
virginity is in reference to this person having her flower.
All right, so watch this now. Watch this. So remember, the person is still a virgin after they had a child. You see, he's misusing the word virgin. He got to take that out the vocabulary. Captain is not right with this. He can't be right. The word virgin is virgin.
Virgin cannot just mean sex. It cannot mean sex.
No, he can't use. He shouldn't use the word virgin then.
No,
he shouldn't use it. This is why the word Parthenos is specific. Because the New Testament writers are using Parthenos, which means virgin. That's the problem, bro. You're not seeing it. He's using the word virgin, and then we reading it today saying, what are you talking about? All he has to say is young woman. He's saying all the situations you see virgin, it means young woman. And if I'm lying, I won't talk for the rest of the day. Listen to this right here.
And I think he said 886. What I read was 882 and 883 on the word virgin. I also clearly showed in the breakdown of the word virgin that it's not talking about not having sex. And he even proved it himself when he talked about the men in Revelations 14 being virgins, and that not talking about sex. Virgin just means young woman. As a matter of fact, you become a virgin at a certain age. Luke 2 and 36, Anna the prophetess, who was married to her husband 7 years from her virginity, meaning when a flower came, which is the mark of a young woman, 7 years from that, she got married. So I don't know why he keeps focusing on the word virgin. This is not a virgin birth
So which
debate.
one is the better argument?
This is Joseph the seed, is Jesus the seed or son of Joseph according to biblical prophecy?
Only tap it if you
Exactly.
want.
I agree with that too.
Hold on
It's not a virgin debate.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. But the reason why virgin is important, brother, because if she never had sex and she was pregnant, that means she's a virgin. And she gave birth while she was a virgin. That's why a virgin birth is important. So to say that it's irrelevant, I did say that before the debate that don't make no sense. And then when I spoke to Vocab in the pre-debate, he explained why that is important. It is important because if she has a virgin birth, it couldn't be because of Joseph.
Did the Bible use virgin to describe a young lady?
To the virgin is describe a young lady, which I mean in the New Testament or the Old Testament?
Old and New.
The New Testament, no.
It never meant young lady.
No.
So it could have meant a 40-year-old virgin.
Yes. But let's listen to I want everybody to hear this again. This is very important. Hold on. This is very important. This is the rebuttal, the first rebuttal.
I want to go into it.
All right,
I got the 5 minutes set for your rebuttal round. The time will start when you start, Cap.
I don't know what page he was talking about with the virgin birth. I think it's word virgin. I think he said 886. What I read was 882 and 883 on the word virgin. I also clearly showed in the breakdown of the word virgin that it's not talking about not having sex. And he even proved it himself when he talked about the men in Revelations 14 being virgins and that not talking about sex. Virgin just means young woman. As a matter of fact, you become a virgin at a certain age. Luke 2 and 36, Anna the prophetess, who was married to her husband 7 years from her virginity, meaning when a flower came, which is the mark of a young woman, 7 years from that, she got married. So I don't know why he keeps focusing on the word virgin. This is not a virgin birth debate. This is Joseph the seed, is Jesus the seed or son of Joseph according to biblical prophecy? And in 15 minutes, we ain't seen one prophecy to counter what I pulled already. And that's what he has to do in this debate. Otherwise, and a lot of the rebuttal I want to save, I want to ask him the questions, which is why I'm avoiding doing that. So what I will do, can I pause real fast? Or can you pull up my screen? I want to show my PowerPoint. If we could pause the time.
It's already up now. It's already up now.
It's already up there right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so they could see what I'm showing right now. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
So he made a point to pull out Matthew 22 when Christ asked, who is the Christ? Is he the son of David? As if to say Christ was making that statement to say, I'm not the son of David. Whereas if you read right here, Revelations 22 and 16, Christ says, I am the root and offspring of David. You cannot be an offspring of David unless you come from the seed of David. That's plain. That's what this subject is about. The subject ain't about the lineages. And when we get to this Q&A, I am going to obliterate him. And I'm going to give y'all this information I'm going to bring to y'all. Y'all may not even know. He may not even know. So even when he brought out the public example, Matthew 1 and 19, and Joseph, her husband, not willing to make her a public example, look how the language changed. It went from espoused. I'm sorry, I jumped the damn chat. It went from espoused to now husband. Even when the angel, he said, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take Mary thy wife, not Mary for a wife, not to take Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. Meaning what happened between Mary and Joseph, the Lord wanted. The public example was having a child in his father's, in the father's house. Ecclesiasticus, the 42nd chapter, will explain that. It says, the father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. That's the embarrassment that Joseph didn't want to happen, because they had not come together as man and woman. He also mentioned, I think y'all can still see my screen. He also mentioned in Matthew 1, and a lot of people get this wrong, when it says he knew her not till she brought forth her firstborn. This is the conclusion of the whole entire story. The brought forth is when the sperm cracked the egg and she was pregnant, because that is the issue. The issue in Matthew is Joseph being afraid because he got her pregnant.
1 minute left.
Is Joseph being afraid because he got her pregnant before the ceremony, and the angel telling it to fear not because the Lord wanted this to happen. That's why it quotes Isaiah 7:14 in verse 23. Behold, a virgin shall be with child. That virgin is saying a young woman shall be with child. Just like in Isaiah, the 7th chapter, a young woman shall be with child. And in Isaiah, the 8th chapter, that young woman was with child from a man and a woman. And just like in Matthew 1:23-25, a young woman was with child between a man and a woman. This is not rocket science. This ain't that hard. He has to address.
Yo, Cap made a good point. Hey, I'm not. Hey, I'm not biased, bro. I'm on both sides.
All right, good.
I'm just saying. No,
good.
That was a listen. That
good
14 point. Captain got me one over. He got a vote for me on that.
All right, thank you. I told you to be. I don't watch this. I don't watch. Listen, Garfield, I'm gonna give you a heads up. I don't watch this twice already.
Oh man, this is my second time. This is my first time rewatching the debate.
No, I rewatched it twice.
All right, hold on. Let me get it out of the way.
The scriptures that I gave, maybe he'll do it in the rebuttal.
Go ahead.
But all he's
Cap.
doing
is
talking about. He has a weird obsession with ISUPK, like I can't understand. He keeps talking. He talking about Ariah. He talking about Yaquab giving business. He's doing all that, but ain't bought one prophecy in the Old Testament of a virgin birth without a man, without the seed.
Got him.
So can he please somebody force him?
Got it. Yeah, he got it. He got it right.
He got him.
He got it right. He got him. He got him. Okay. So the rebuttal is the first one. But Courtney, let me get Courtney quick because Courtney got to go to